Hello friends, welcome to our channel. In this video, I would like to explain some of the basic tools, means basic commands which is very useful for drawing the AutoCAD. So already in the previous video, I uploaded one of the introduction class. So in that I explained very clearly what is the status bar, what is the ribbon, what is the application bar, how the quick access toolbar will be works. Okay, now here this is the very first class after the introduction. Now I will come from the line command. So in this menu bar, see here in the home tab you will get this line option, polyline option. Today we will try to discuss up to these two commands. Okay, so if you want to draw a line, what happens, just click on the line and then you can draw this first line, specific first point, and again another point, 2 points. Okay, if you come out of this command, what I told you in the previous introduction class, just enter, click escape, otherwise space escape, enter or enter. Okay, then and again if you want to draw this line from this command box, just enter in the command box, L enter, you can draw directly the line. So to come out of this command, click enter. Okay, and again if you want to draw this from command line, you can type line also. So why I told L enter means L is the shortcut for the line command. So for AutoCAD, it is always better to remember the shortcuts of the particular commands. For line, L enter, for arrays, E enter. Like that there will be some particular shortcuts for that each and every command. So it is try to remember, it is always better to make a notes while explaining step by step from the starting class. Then you can recall once. It is always better to remember the commands directly. So if you are not remember, sometimes what you have to do, you can enter fully also, LINE, and then click enter. You will get that line command here directly. But in the recent versions of the AutoCAD, each and every tool will be available in the menu tab only. So from there only you pick up that particular tool, whatever you want, you can draw like that also. Click escape for to come out of this command. And one more thing, what you have to remember here means, if you see in the status bar, this ortho mode will be highlighted, means which is in the on option, ortho on. If you click off this one, what happens, and again you can draw the line. If you see, even though I am drawing straight line, maybe somewhere in the long lines, what happens, we cannot draw exact lines. If there will be grid, means the grid will be helpful to draw the line. Sometimes what happens, even though you are trying to draw the straight line, what happens, it will get some angle variation here. So at that time this ortho mode will be very useful to draw the straight line. See here, if you highlight this ortho, even though you are trying to move the cursor up and down, it won't come. Okay, and again, so if you click the cursor mouse point upward, and you can draw the line. So without escaping, so if we are in that command, we can draw so many lines, whatever the lines you want in horizontal and vertical direction when ortho mode is on. Once you switch off this ortho mode, you can draw the inclined lines. Okay, like this with some angle of variation, whatever the angles you want. Clear? So to delete this all these particular objects, whatever in the screen, what you have to do, you just highlight all this one. Okay, and then click delete option in the keyboard. That is one option. Another options also I will show you. And again you can come from this line command. I will draw a rectangle from this line command. See here how I will draw. I will draw a rectangle. So I will switch on the ortho mode. I want straight rectangle. Okay, so I will draw here, and again I will draw here. Exactly, I will draw a line up to here to straight off this one. So what I will do, I will just keep the reference here, and again I will move like this. A green tab will be up here, means exactly up to here horizontal line you can draw the line. And again what I will do, I will come up to here to close the rectangle. So to come out of this command, you please click space, enter. Okay, so you just click on the space tab in the keyboard to come out of that command, or else enter tab, or else escape. Okay, again see here, again I will draw the same rectangle from the line only. See here how I am drawing in the same way. I will take the reference of here and again I will draw. Okay, so without closing this one with the mouse, I will enter C. C in the sense, see here, specify next point, or close, enter means close, C, enter. Just I am entering C, automatically it will close wherever you starts. Okay, and again if you observe one more thing here, if you switch off the ortho and you can draw the line, okay, and you can enter C, what happens, it will close wherever it started. That is the usefulness of the shortcut commands. What always C in the sense close here, not shortcut. Again if you enter C in the command box, you will get another command that is like circle, like that. Okay, so you just remember the commands, what are the particular commands and what are the particular shortcuts which is used based on the commands it is showing. Okay, and one more thing, I will delete these two objects, and again I will show you the difference between the line and polyline also. So I will click the polyline, create a 2D polyline. Okay, see here, again I will draw the rectangle, just switch on the ortho and then you can draw the polyline as it is. Take the reference here and then C, enter, or you can close this command directly. To come out of this command, please enter escape in your keyboard. Okay, see here, I will draw the rectangle from the line command by using this line command, and again I will draw the polyline by using the polyline command. So what happens, what is the difference between these two? So if I am selecting this vertical line, whatever I drawn from the line command, so that particular line will be highlighted. Again if I am selecting that particular line through the polyline rectangle, what happens, entire rectangle object will be highlighted. So if you want anywhere to select in the line command, it is easy to select, but in the polyline entire object will be selected. This is the major difference between the line command and polyline command. And again one more thing, what you have to observe, we are talking the rectangle one through the line and polyline. So if you see here, there will be one more rectangle option will be available. You can select directly from this rectangle. Okay, so click on the first corner and again click on the last corner. So the rectangular will be appears. Again wherever you want to select, I am selecting this line. What happens, entire object will be selected like a polyline. Means polyline will be useful to draw the entire object. For example, on a plan you have to draw the door. It is always better to draw with this polyline, because whenever you want to move the door to the other area, entire object will be selected. If you draw the door with this particular line, what happens, whenever you want to move the door, if you select a particular line on that particular area, only particular line will be highlighted. So that is the major difference between the polyline and a line. So I draw the rectangular from this toolbox directly. Again if I want to draw the rectangular through the command box, what I have to take, REC is the shortcut for that rectangle, or else there will be rectangle. If you just enter REC, you will get a rectangle here. You can go through like that also, rectangle first, again second point where it will be closes. So this is how you can draw the rectangle. And again there will be one more command which is available in the rectangular drop down. I will discuss that also later. First you see the differences, similarities some more here in the line and polyline. And again if I want to select this object, okay, I will delete this two rectangular box and I am talking this one. If I want to select this particular object, what I have to do, if I drag with the left mouse directly, it will come like this. So somebody will do directly like this. So they want to select, they will click on the left mouse, left scrolling button, left button, and they have to do like this. Even though somebody will do from right side also like this only, from right area. So it is not correct method to select the objects. What you have to do, whenever you want to select the object, first you just click with the left mouse point, and again you can move with the mouse without touching the pointer, and again you can select the objects. Okay, and one more thing what you have to observe means, if I am selecting from the left side, see here what happens, only one particular line will be selected. Even though I came up to here edge part, only one particular line will be selected. If you see the difference from the right side, I am coming. Okay, what happens, three particular lines, one vertical, two horizontal lines will be selected. So what is the difference between these two means, whenever I am coming from the left side, what happens, whatever the blue marks totally covered, that particular objects only selected. When I am coming from the right side, even though it will touches the edge of that particular line, entire lines will be selected. That is the major difference from the selection also. You have to observe each and everything very clearly from the basics, how the selection buttons also works. Okay, and one more thing, so to come out of this command, always better to click escape. Okay, and one more thing what I want to say here means, to draw a line with some particular angle, what you have to do, so I am drawing a line like this, one horizontal, another one will be one vertical line. Okay, so if you want to draw the angle with some inclination, so what is the better option, you just click the ortho mode off, and again you click here. So here what is the two tabs available, if you see here, it is always showing that 11.157 is the length dimensions of that particular line, how much length it will draw. So just click the tab button, what happens, so whenever you are pressing the tab button, that will be goes to this 40 to 11 degrees, which is the angle button. There you will choose 45 and enter. So if you observe this one, to come out of this command, please click escape. See here, this 45 degrees angle line will be drawn. So along with the dimensions, I will show that one later. So that is very easy. And one